and I felt this overwhelmingly heavy feeling that I can only describe as being the absolute worst lethargy I've ever felt in my life. As I tried to fall asleep at night, I physically couldn't. I would sleep for a handful of minutes and wake up with that pressure on my forehead, feeling even stronger. Somehow, I managed to power through the next few days when suddenly a random conversation with my brother brought me back to reality. I was sitting at my desk trying to finish a discussion post for the week when my brother came in asking me if he could nap on my bed. I agreed, asking him what was wrong with his bed. He was quiet for a few moments before finally responding, "I don't know. I just haven't been able to sleep lately." Not thinking anything of his reply, I echoed his sentiments. I submitted my homework and, out of pure exhaustion and frustration, laid on my bed next to my brother. He was still awake and could see something was bothering me, so he asked me what was wrong. Through an exasperated sigh, I tell him that I've been feeling off all week long and that I'm beyond tired and weak for no apparent reason. He shoots up from the bed and widens his eye before exclaiming, "Me too!" I didn't reply much as I don't think my brain registered what he said, but looking back on it, something was festering in my house. Later that night, I was at the grocery store with my mom and brother. By that point, I was beyond checked out. I was mindlessly holding onto the shopping cart while following my mom around the fluorescent aisles of the store. I felt awful, exhausted, and weak. Couldn't think properly, and I felt like someone was shoving a sharp tool through my forehead and into my brain on a loop. After we left the store, my mom offered to get us dinner at a local burger joint a few minutes away. My brother and I weren't hungry, so only my mom ordered. And while waiting in the drive-thru line, I mentioned to her that my brother and I had both been having a bad week. She peels her eyes from the menu to look at me dead in my eyes. "What do you mean?" I tell her how I've been feeling for the past few days, and my brother jumps in to share how he's feeling. That's when I was taken aback. He described something different than I did. He said that for the past few nights, something kept appearing in his dreams. He said he wasn't sure if it was evil, but he knew it wasn't pleasant. He said that all week, every time he'd close his eyes, he'd feel that presence almost tormenting him.